Hi, everybody. Welcome to our proposed new charter school proposal in Rochester area that we are calling a Citizenship and Science Academy of Rochester Charter School. Um, Before I start our presentation, I just want to let you know that it's the charter schools that we are presenting and proposing in Rochester area is not just a pie in the sky. It is a charter schools that we have been working in Syracuse and in Utica that will be a replication basically for more than 16, 17 years now. So therefore, we are very happy and looking forward for this opportunity in Rochester area. And I just wanted to let everybody know we have been invited to Rochester area in 2015 and 2014 as well. But at that time, we believe as charter schools, as educators, our service should be dependent on the quality rather than the quantity. So therefore, we want to make sure first the student population we are serving is really in the level that we really wanted to make them be and bring them up to that level. And we wanted to make sure also the capacity. So therefore, we accepted this invitation after 4 years and started this process last year, and received more than 500 signatures, actually 700 with 200 from last year, and then lots of I mean more than what almost 60 support leaders from the community, organization leaders from the people within the community and different organizations. So it was really great. So let's get to the what is all about the Citizenship and Science Academy of Rochester. What does it tell us about? And if Kadir, you can help me go to the next slide. So it is an option. We always say this. We are just an option, and we want to be a complement to the district. We believe in education that there is no last name. There shouldn't be any last name. It's all about the child that we need to focus on. And the conversation should be about the child, the growth of our children within that area that we are serving. So therefore, we believe it's an option for the families and the children who will fit in this environment. And I will tell you this right away. In Syracuse and in Utica, I did hear quite a few complaints about our children from our children in regards to our uniform policy. We have a uniform policy that we have a uniform. You know, it's a polo shirt with our logo and a khaki pants. Yes, but they find it not the greatest uniform. Yes, it's a choice again, and some of them will find it good, some of them not. But it is our choice. So and it's a choice for the students. It's a choice for the family. What we offer is the fact that we offer that we are a small environment. We definitely pay one-on-one attention. And it's an environment that every student has a name and every name has a story, and we connect with those stories. And every story is very important. And that's what makes our village together. So, and what do we offer? Let's go to our next slide. It's a free, tuition free. I want everybody to know it's a tuition free environment. School, so there's no worries about a private school, even though I've been called several times that you guys are a private school. No, we are not. So how do we define citizenship? We define citizenship as being good, productive, caring citizens, and hopefully we can implement those seeds while they're in the kindergarten level and starting this volunteering service throughout those years, not just in those, you know, in the senior year being the government in the government class 40 hours, but more starting in the kindergarten with their teachers together, being in the community, being together, and then understanding that how much our community gives to us and how can we give back to them. Because eventually we all talk about our children, our future, what we need to really prepare them, not just academically, but also socially and civic, that this is our community, and the more we care about it, the better we will, you know, continue to live together. Yes. And then we want to focus on citizenship in action. You know, we like I indicated, giving back to the community. What does it mean really? Volunteering, not just community service in terms of, you know, putting those hours in there, but understanding what the community means in general. Mm-hmm. Let's go to our next slide. So we also, while we are providing the community, service or volunteering, getting out, reaching out to our elderly homes and everything else, this brings another part in our character education courses. We are a part of character schools as well, and it brings the kindness and in a small class sizes, yes, that we bring and build the characters on our children. That where the children classroom size, we provide two teachers, actually, a lead teacher and the co-teacher, and almost if you put in a ratio, it's almost 13-1, which is really good number for urban schools. Yes, let's move on. Oops. Yeah, we believe in field trips. So if you come to our schools, you may not see a swimming pool, you may not see a horse riding club, you may not see maybe some of those lacrosse and some athletic facilities. But what you will see that we believe in exposure, because we believe poverty is not just lack of money, it's also lack of exposure. And field trips are a great part in our curriculum, that we believe that exposing our children to anything and everything that can instigate this intrinsic motivation, ignite this in a way that they will have this, improve this love of learning, yes? So every month we spend quite a bit of money on our field trips, because we believe that this is so crucial. And I think on that area, we are really doing great. I received so many compliments in Syracuse and Utica from our community and our parents that our schools are really exposing our children to, from symposium, from symphonia to all kinds of museums, and then also some fun activities, including as well, understanding the history behind it, understanding the culture behind it, and getting exposed to those, like garden tech garden, or coding, competition, and the facility, the process of it, even college visits, which is really important for our younger kids. Yes. And what makes us, like I said, every name has a story, and every story is very important for us, that we can really communicate and build upon it. But more than that, being in a small environment, what helps us is the data collection and the data pooler that we develop within our own institution, together with our own, our Friends of Sani Foundation, which is Terra Science Education Foundation, which is a not-for-profit organization who supports our children, not just in the school, but also when they graduate. And we are very fortunate to establish this model, and it's an example model throughout the whole New York that I shared with other charter schools as well. So within our model, we have this data that we follow each of our students' growth, yes? And because we know every child is unique, every child has has their own cognitive development pace, yes? So, but in the meantime, we have to also have some assessments on this. So therefore, having the assessments that will help the teachers and the leaders to understand and develop the intervention plans for those children who needs the intervention in certain ways, yes, so that we can differentiate it and reach all of our children and make them all successful. And that's a collaborative effort that we built this together. And we work through this through our PLC, which we call Professional Learning Communities. And it's really helpful that we are able to talk every one of our children in their individual growth plan, which is really crucial. Yes. So I wish we had a pipeline as soon as they're born from the hospital, and we can start the education immediately, yes? But unfortunately we don't, and unfortunately right now there's no funding for pre-K. I wish we had that, so we can even offer our pre-K program, because it's really important. The earlier we can start, the earlier we can close the gap. But in any case, what we do is we have to come out and think outside the box and use every moment that's possible. So what we do is also we provide the Saturday enrichment program, so that we can also challenge our students, because we know the kids are getting bored for two reasons. One, either they are getting bored and and they're causing some disciplining issue, or they don't understand the subject and causing discipline issues. So that's where the differentiated instruction comes in, and that's where we have to really also enrich our curriculum in terms of all the codings, math competitions, science fairs, innovation challenges, Lego League, robotics. I mean, our kids are doing really phenomenal. And whatever the area that they have as a niche, and can be also in art, music, wherever it is, it's really important for us to pull this and put this in front of them and make sure that their love of learning is there and and they continue. And it's really cool. It's 8-to-1, and then as a school and our board approved it, we provide the refreshments for our children. It may not be the most healthiest food, but the kids love it. Pizza, yes, pizza and soda, and they enjoy the day, and it's a great time. Yes, next. We believe in partnerships, and it does take the whole village to really get this education moving on. And but the first part in this village comes to parents. And when I say parents, it's really important when we meet with our parents and we do home visits. We believe in home visits, and the reason is not for a negative reason. The reason is that I'm coming out to your comfort zone. I'm coming to your place to share the fact that what can we do for your child so that your child will be successful? And those are the things that we have, so that the parent can understand the fact that we do really care about your son, your daughter, and what can we do together? Because we know little Johnny is going to be little Johnny, and they're going to do anything and everything in their hand. Yes. Oh, my teacher is picking on me, or this, or whatever. But as long as we have this two-way street communication, a solid communication together, I think we will help Johnny so that he will be really successful, because challenges will continue after the high school, after their post-secondary education, and we need to really prepare them. And obviously, as a school alone, that's impossible. It has to have the parent component in. It has to have the other, community members, everybody in this in the child's life together, so we can really prepare our individuals as a good, productive, caring citizens. Yes. Next. So, like I said, being such a small school and knowing each student, having those home visits, being together with the families, and we have seen this so many times from our parents. It's like a family, and I think that's a niche. But I have also seen some of our students don't like to be in such a small environment, and that's okay. It's like those colleges, those huge, big colleges, and the smaller colleges, and that's what it's all about in education. Whatever works for our children in the best way, let that happen. Let them make the choices, and let them become successful, rather than us as adults making the choices on behalf of themselves. So it is the parent involvement, it is the family and atmosphere that makes us really unique. And if you want to learn more, please go to our website. You will at csarochester.org, and you can see all the details about what we are doing. And then you can also go to our YouTube channel, Sani YouTube channel. You will see all of our parents, our community members, teachers are talking, and you can have a better understanding. And unfortunately, right now, because of the coronavirus, we will love to invite you to see, because we know a picture tells much more than what I'm sharing with you right now. But to see our schools in action, and hopefully this coronavirus will be done soon, and you can come and visit our schools and see what we are all about. Just to share on a side note, just in Syracuse, we have more than 1,400 families in the waiting list. I'm not saying this just because we are doing such a great job. I think it's a testament that shows that the parents make a choice for a reason, and they choose to come to our school because they value the education, they value the attention that their children are getting. And I'm really proud of our staff for doing and going the extra mile for our children. Any questions? And if not, you're please more than welcome anytime to reach us, email us, or send any questions. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.